Alright guys, it's Wednesday and I'm here to discuss the Thin Lizzie update for July. So it feels like I was just here discussing this with you because July was a short month as far as updates go because I put the Thin Lizzie update up a week late thanks to the holidays. So here I am again. It's only been 3 weeks, so there's not been a huge amount of change, but let's discuss the successes, the failures, and my goals as usual. So normally I take some time to think about these things and kind of have an idea of what I'm going to say before I film it, but today I'm just winging it because I've been filming so many different Halloween Horror Nights videos that I am just winging it today. So as far as struggles for the month, I would say the main thing would be my work schedule. I had the past 2 weeks a ton of evening events, so almost every night last week and the week before I was at work until 7 or 8 p.m. and that really makes it tough to, one, stay on a proper eating schedule, and two, tough to fit in gym sessions. Another struggle was that we went to Florida for part of the month. We went away for I think 4 days, 3 days, and I tried to stay as keto as possible on that trip, but it is tough to adhere to a diet when you're on vacation and want to try foods wherever you're at, but I did try my very best to stick with it on that trip. So travel and some work stress definitely made the month a little tricky, but we got through it. For successes, I started the month losing 0.6 pounds before my first weigh-in. So I realized that in last month's Thin Lizzie, I actually misspoke because I forgot to subtract that first week's loss because I just looked at the first weigh-in to the next weigh-in. So I'm not gonna make this mistake this time. So I started off the month losing 0.6 for my first weigh-in, and then I ended up going up a pound thanks to vacation. In total, I have lost almost 2 pounds in July. It ends up being 1.8 pounds that I lost. So obviously the losses have slowed down for me, but I did have a few non-scale victories for the month that I am excited for. First of all, a loss is a loss. I'm excited with the 1.8. That means that I am officially down 18 pounds total. So hopefully this next month I can say I have lost 20 pounds total, but right now 18 pounds down. With 18 pounds down, I had a few non-scale victories that I do want to celebrate. So this month I went down a size in Stitch Fix shirts. I normally have been ordering an extra large, but I went down to a large this past month and all of the items fit. So that is definitely a non-scale success story that I'm excited to share. The other non-scale victory, I actually have a video clip for you, and that is I put on one of my work shirts that I hadn't worn in a while and was kind of shocked by how big it was on me. And it's actually a shirt I got from Stitch Fix early in the year. So I have footage of me trying it on back in January. So I'm gonna go ahead and include those clips here. Here is me wearing the shirt now versus me wearing the shirt back in January. So I'm getting ready to go to work, but I just wanted to show this as a non-scale victory. So I got this shirt from Stitch Fix, I believe. So I'm gonna find the first video of me trying it on, but as you can tell, it's like borderline too big now. And I'm gonna find the video of me first putting it on so you can see the difference because, yeah, it's a pretty big difference. So, non-scale victory. So we've got another yes. This is a perfect work shirt for me. I love the little detail on the sleeves. It's got a little elastic around your wrist, so it looks fitted. I like the neckline. I think it looks really cute on me and perfect for work. So that's a yes. The last success for the month is that I did actually go to the gym. So I fulfilled that goal. So I didn't go as many times as I wanted to, but I did go to the gym 3 times since the last time I filmed a video. So 3 times in the past 3 weeks. I did actually go to the gym. It's baby steps, and that's really all I could manage with my current work schedule. I went 2 of the Sundays and I went on a Wednesday before my weeks went crazy with work. So I'm getting the habit of going every Sunday. and then I plan to add in more weekdays as I can. Set in my mind that I was going to go to the gym, and even if it was only 3 times but for those 3 weeks, I at least made it happen, and I'm proud of me for making that happen. And I know I'm just gonna increase now that I'm in the habit. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go into my weekly weigh-ins and the footage from that. And I do discuss the experience of wedding dress shopping because I've been doing that the past month, and I'm definitely in the thick of wedding planning at this point. So let's get into my weigh-ins. So good morning, everyone. We are back from Florida, and I want to do my Thin Lizzie update, which is that even though I stayed mostly keto on this trip, I came back a pound up. So when I say mostly keto, I tried to stick to the plan as much as possible, but then I knew we were gonna order pizza because we have our favorite pizza place there that it's just so good. So I knew I was gonna allow myself pizza the one night. And I allowed myself to have a beer when we went out to Coppertail. So other than that, I stuck to keto. A little bummed that I came back a pound up, but I guess I shouldn't be too surprised because travel throws you off anyway. So that's kind of a bummer, but on the plus side, this is, well, I don't know, this is kind of like a yay and meh thing, if that makes sense. The yay is that obviously I went wedding dress shopping when I was in Florida with Brittany, and the yay is that I felt confident in a lot of the dresses I put on. I thought I looked good in a lot of the dresses I put on, and that can be a tricky experience. Like all the dogs are joining me one by one. That can be a tricky experience if you've never done it or really watched shows where they show brides who aren't size 2. So if you watch Say Yes to the Dress, they never really show this side of trying on wedding dresses, which I'll probably talk about this at length in an actual wedding update vlog, so I won't go too in depth in it today. But basically, if you are not the sample size, which the sample size usually runs anywhere from 10 to 16, and these aren't like actual normal US 10 to 16, they run very small. So even though I'm normally a 14 to 16 in pants now, a 16 dress would probably not fit me. It just depends on the designer. When you're trying on samples that are so much smaller, they just kind of put it on you, zip it as much as they can, and then they like pin it back so that you can kind of get the idea of what the front would look like if it fit you. However, it's a complete crapshoot. Sometimes it works out. There were a couple dresses I tried on that were actually in my size, which is great because then you can actually zip it all the way up, see what it actually would look like. And then others, you can have zero idea what the back would actually look like because they just have to clip in like panels to make it look like a whole dress, and the back looks absolutely god-awful terrible. Seeing some of the back of those that were so small was definitely difficult because one, you can't see what it would actually look like, and so that's kind of like a defeating moment because you're like, ugh, like if only I were a size 2 model so I could actually see what this dress looked like, so I could actually have a good dress shopping experience and have confidence when ordering my dress. So that's a frustrating experience. And then 2, it's not the most flattering when you got your body like sucked into a dress that's too small because it pushes things in ways they wouldn't be pushed, and you're kind of focusing on areas that you'd possibly want to work on. It can be a tough experience, and I feel for people who have a lot of insecurities. I'm not saying I don't have insecurities, I do. But I think overall I'm very confident in myself. So even though I'm not necessarily always 100% thrilled with what I see in the mirror, I have high confidence. So I know that being one particular weight isn't the end all be all of life. So really what I'm looking for is just a dress that makes me look like my best self, not a dress that makes me look like I'm a size 2. I just want the dress that accentuates all my features to make my features look their absolute best. And that can be hard to envision when you're crammed into a dress that's so small. And I definitely came home with more inspiration to spend more time in the gym, because that wasn't so much about I need to lose more weight, which I still would like to do. It was more so like I was seeing like my arms being flabbier than I would want them to. So okay, it's time to tone my arms, and like seeing areas on my back that I wish were more toned. I think it was a good thing to come back and inspire me to spend more time in the gym, but I could see that experience being very tough for people depending on your insecurity level. So I want to interject here quickly because I didn't think about it when I was filming it originally, but when I went wedding dress shopping here in Houston, I was able to try on my favorite dress in my size, and it was a completely different experience than trying on the samples where I was pinned in. I got to see it exactly how it would look like if it were my dress, minus the fact that the dresses are made for 6 foot tall models and I'm 5'4", so it was way too long on me. But other than that, it fit me perfectly, and they made all the difference in the world in my confidence and how I felt about the dress. So I do wish that was an option for everyone when they were wedding dress shopping, and it is kind of a tough experience to go through. I wish it were different. I wish there was something we could do about that to make it different, but I do appreciate that the store that I'm shopping at does that on purpose. They order dresses in one size and one range of size, and they also order dresses that they think will be popular in plus size. And yes, I am still technically in a plus size. My favorite dress, even though I'm like a size 14 at this point, my favorite dress to fit me perfectly was actually a size 18. So that's wedding dress shopping for you, part of the experience, but just wanted to throw that in here. And now back to the rest of the month. So hello, then Lizzie update time. It is actually at the end of the day on Sunday. I weighed in this morning, but just didn't have time to film this before I ran out to do fun stuff with Erica. So last week, I believe I weighed in about a pound up from before we went to Florida. I think that's what I reported. I forgot to write it down, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So I'm happy to report that this week I lost that pound again, and then another 0.6 of a pound. So a pound, a little over a pound and a half this past week. So now I have a new lowest weight. That dropped me down lower than my previous lowest. So we're still on the way down. Not the lowest of all time, just the lowest on this journey. The lowest since 2011. And I did go to the gym twice this week, so that's a good thing. And I did intend to go to the gym today, but my work event yesterday ended up having me like running around like crazy. So I ended up getting kind of a workout yesterday because I walked a ton more than I was expecting to in the heat. So I ended up walking 3 miles just at work during the day, and I was only at work for like 4 hours. So 3 miles in the 4 hours at work, and a lot of that was in like spurts. So it was a lot of walking and then staying around for a while, and then a lot of walking and staying around for a while. So I was pretty tired when I woke up this morning and decided not to go, but I do have a few days scheduled this next week. I am meeting that goal of going back to the gym, lost a little extra weight in the process, tried on wedding dresses again today and felt pretty darn good. So we're on the right track. So hello, it is, I just realized, the last Thin Lizzie update for the month. I am happy to report that despite the fact that this was the week that we do not discuss, I still somehow lost 0.6 of a pound. So I was expecting the scale to actually be up this week, and I actually went down 0.6. So hopefully that means even a better loss next week, because usually the scale is really wrong on this weekend. But 0.6 down, so that means I am officially at 18 pounds down total. Really excited to get to the 20 pounds down, because it's these last like 2 or 3 pounds I've lost have taken a really long time. So I'm really hopeful to get to the 20 pound down mark early in August, fingers crossed. I successfully went to the gym twice the week before, and then didn't go to the gym this week because the week we do not discuss. So I have plans to go to the gym tomorrow and get right back into it. So hopefully with the gym and tracking everything I'm eating, hopefully my body will cooperate into getting down to the 20 pound mark soon. I'm ready to celebrate that milestone for sure. So as far as groceries, we had some hits and misses this month, and the main miss, you'll see me show you cereals, school cereals, and I was very excited about the idea of keto cereal. and it was awful. But here are my groceries for the month of July. All right, here's our first grocery haul for July. Got some goodies. So I'm planning to make some burgers for us on 4th of July. And then I got some berries to make a little 4th of July dessert. And then almost everything else is for lunches or our dinner that night. So yep, that's pretty much it. Nothing too exciting or new this week. I don't think. I think everything. Oh, this is new. I have no idea what to think of these, but I'll try to remember to tell you what I think about them. Seem interesting. Everything else is pretty normal. So we have a super small haul for this week because we go to Florida on Wednesday. So I basically got the ingredients to make a white chili, a keto white chili. So that's pretty much all this. It's ingredient for the chili. And then Real Good is the brand where we tried their chicken pizza and now their chicken enchiladas. They were both not our favorite things. The enchiladas weren't terrible. But I had posted a picture of my Quest pizza and Real Good messaged me and asked if I wanted a coupon for a free one to try their version because I guess they have fixed their cauliflower crust. So it's actually only 2 net carbs for a 1/4 of a pizza, so 4 net carbs for half the pizza. We're gonna give it a shot. It was free, so I'm pretty excited about that because these things are pretty expensive. It was $8.99 for this. It is like an actual full-size pizza as opposed to little personal ones we've been getting, but free pizza, I will take it. So we'll see how I feel about the their cauliflower crust. So hopefully this is going to be a keto win. This is totally a Facebook ad that got me. They paid for a Facebook ad. Facebook targeted it to me because it knows I'm doing keto, because it's creepy like that. Even though I've never posted that I'm doing keto, it somehow knows. So yeah, this was advertised to me and I was a sucker and totally went for it. So this is keto cereal and I went for the multi-pack. Look how cute the boxes are. It's really, really cute. 2 different varieties. This is the cinnamon bun. And this is the fruity. Looks kind of like Trix in the pictures. So I was wondering about this with the serving size. So this is, I feel like, not going to be a satisfying bowl. Like I feel like you're going to need 2 of these for a bowl and then it's going to get really cost prohibitive to continue to order this. But 1 bag is 100 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, and 0 carbs. This one is 0 carbs. Okay. So the ingredients, let's see. It's this milk protein. They've all, this is what the pizzas use as well. All natural, using monk fruit as your sweetener. All right, so that's the fruity one. Let's see, the cinnamon bun is also 0 carb if you're doing net carbs. Might just end up being a snack, but I got some almond milk. Try them, that might be my dessert later tonight. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe that's what I'll just do and make it as a dessert item rather than trying to make it an actual meal. And then that way they can stretch out. Okay, so here is one of the servings of the cereal. Gonna put some almond milk in and see what I think. So it's about half the bowl. This is the cinnamon one. And now for my review. Cannot say I recommend this one. I tried the fruit one first. Did not care for it. It definitely has a very crunchy texture. However, unlike normal crunchy cereal, it doesn't really start to dissolve because whatever milk protein it's made out of stays very crunchy. And the fruit one had a weird, because it doesn't have sugar in it, it doesn't have that normal like kick of sugar flavor that a normal cereal does. And so it just kind of had a sour taste to it. Wasn't a big fan. So I switched to the cinnamon. This one is better flavor wise, but it still just has kind of an odd, oh. Colby decided to lay on my foot. It just kind of has some sort of weird flavor to it that I don't know that I'm that desperate for cereal. I feel like I would just save cereal for a cheat day and not try to make this work. So hopefully Mike likes it and he'll eat through them all because I have a lot of it. And maybe someday I'm really craving cereal and I'll go for it, but it's not even gonna work as the potential like evening dessert for me. I'm just not feeling it. So I just went to the store and we have 2 different Sunbasket items coming for this week, the 2 meals from Sunbasket. So I got a meal to make for tomorrow and items for snacks and lunches. So I'm gonna make some taco stuffed peppers, so I got all the stuff for that. On Wednesday, I'm probably gonna do some blackened chicken and then some broccoli casserole. And got some lunch meat to take to work, some cheeses to take to work, cheese for snacks, cheese for recipes, pistachios for snacks, and then more Quest bars. So that is our little mini haul. Okay, so here is our haul for this week. So I have a super busy week of work. So I'm basically planning to do breakfast for dinner most nights because that's a super quick thing I can make with some eggs, some bacon, some avocado, add some spinach, and some green pepper to make omelets essentially. I'm gonna get home after 7 p.m., probably closer to 7:30 pretty much every night this week. I figured I'd do that for dinner. I got some bacon and they were doing a thing where if you got this bacon, you got a free thing of the Nathan's hot dogs. So I'll probably be eating some hot dogs this week. And after the antipasta salad that Mike got at BJ's Brew House, I decided I'm going to copy that for some lunches this week. So I got stuff to make that and snacky things. So got some goodies from Target. Oh, I got one backwards. Oh, it's upside down and everything. Oh goodness. Try this again. So I got some Quest goodies from Target today. So I got some more of the cookies and then some of our favorite flavors just in boxes. So got that. Got some more of my coconut chips. And that was my haul at Target. Okay, so here's our last haul for July. I have another wonky week at work. So I'm planning to make some keto lasagna. Keto lazy lasagna, I think is the name of the recipe. So planning to make that tomorrow and then just kind of have leftovers throughout the week. But I also got this to make us for dinner today and a few things for lunch. I still have a lot of stuff for my lunch left over from last week. So I really just needed a few snacky items, stuff to make lasagna, dinner for today, and a few more salad kits for work. So that's about it. So that's it, guys. That's it for our updates for July. August is going to be a big month. So my goals for August is really just to get as many trips to the gym as I possibly can. And the last couple weeks I've been a little lax on counting all of my macros because I've just been so busy that I've been slacking on it. So I really want to be firm on tracking my macros because when I track, I stay on track. Amazing. And I see more success. So I want to be vigilant about tracking and vigilant about going to the gym as many times as I can fit in my crazy schedule. So hopefully August I'll have even more opportunities and we'll see a good month and lots of exciting things to come. So that's going to be it for today's episode. I'll see you guys again next month.